Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. So in the last video we talked about variables, data types and comments. And so in this video we are going to talk about operators. Okay? So we are going to talk about operators in Python. So what is an operator? Operator is a symbol that carries out arithmetical or logical operations. In simple words, operators facilitates mathematical operations like addition, minus, multiplication, and division. So take a look at this example. Let's say we have a variable a which has the value 4 and we have a variable b which has the value 6. Okay, so if you don't know what variables are, I'll leave a link to the previous video in the description where we talked about variables, data types, and comments. Okay, so let's continue with the video. So we have a variable a which has the value 4 and the variable b which has the value 6. Now let's say we also have another variable called result, which is equal to variable a plus variable b. Okay, so this variable result over here is the sum of variable a, which we created here, and variable b, which we also created over here. So variable a has a value of 4 and the variable b has a value of 6. So here we are basically saying 4 plus 6. Okay, now this plus sign over here is what we call an operator. Referring back to the definition of operator that we have just seen, an operator simply facilitates mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Okay, so in our case over here, we are we are performing addition, and this plus sign over here is an operator which facilitates addition of these two variables. Okay, so let's display the output of this result variable. So we would write print print bracket, what's going on, print bracket result. Okay, then as usual, to run our program, here at the top right we click on this run icon, and when you click on run you get the output 10. Okay, because here at the result variable we're taking variable a, then we are adding it to variable b, of which we are basically saying we're taking 4, then we are adding it to 6. And when you display the result over here, it's the sum of these two variables here. Okay, so the result we get is 10. Okay, great. So let's say we also have another variable which is called the result 2. Okay, which is variable a minus variable b. Okay, and let's say we also want to display the result of this result 2 variable, so we'll say print result 2. Then let's click on the run icon. So in this line over here, what we are basically saying is we're taking this variable over here, variable a, with the value 4, then we are subtracting variable b, which has the value 6. Okay, so here we are taking a small number, then we are subtracting a big number from a small number, so obviously the result will be a negative number. So 4, here we're saying 4 minus 6, which the results would be negative 2. Okay, because you're subtracting a big number from a small number. So you get the idea now. So let's say we also have another variable which is called result 3, which is equals to variable a star variable b. Okay, so this star implies that we are performing multiplication. Okay, so this plus sign facilitates addition. This minus sign, which we call an operator, this operator over here facilitates subtraction, and this operator over here facilitates multiplication. Okay, great. So in the last video we also talked about comments, so we can also use comments over here to describe lines of code. So as usual, to write a comment, you start by typing in a hashtag, then let's say in this line we're doing addition, and on the next line we're doing subtraction, and on this line we're doing multiplication. Okay, what's going on? Multi English is a very wonderful language. Yeah, so multiplication. So let's say, yeah, and let's display the results of our result3 variable. Okay, so we're saying print result3. As usual, we click on the run icon. Then as you can see, we have 3 outputs over here since we're printing 3 variables. Okay, so on the first variable we are adding 4 to 6, which is equal to 10. On the second variable we are taking 4 minus 6, which equals to -2. And on the third variable we are taking 4 times 6, which the result is 24. Okay, great. So let's also perform division. So let's say we have a variable called result4, which is equal to a divided by b. Okay, so what you're seeing, this sign over here, is an operator that performs division. Okay, so here we're taking 4 divided by 6. Let's add a comment to our line of code over here, and we're saying that here we're performing division. Okay, so we also want to print the result of our fourth variable, so we'd say print result 4. Okay, great. Now when we run the program again, we get 4 outputs over here. Okay, of which here we performed addition, here we performed minus, here we performed the multiplication, and here we performed division. So when you take 4, you divide by 6, you get this answer over here. Okay, so great. Now we have covered several operators in Python, and we can do a mix of both. Okay, so let's say we also have another variable called result5, which is equal to, now here you can use operators to perform mathematical operations between various variables. Okay, so we have a variable result here, which is the addition of a plus b. So let's say, okay, and here we were basically saying 4 plus 6, which is equals to 10. Okay, so let's take the result of result variable and use this plus operator over here to add the result of this variable over here to the result of this variable over here, result 3. So let's say result 5 equals to result plus result 3. Okay, and now we want to print the output of result 5. Okay, now when we run our program over here, we will get a new output, which is 34, because here we were taking the value of result and then we were adding it to the value of result 3. So here we're basically saying 10 plus 24, of which the output is 34. So yeah, you get the idea now. So we have seen what an operator is. or of where we say that in simple words, an operator facilitates mathematical operations like addition, minus, multiplication, and division. Okay, uh, of which we've seen in practice these operators over here, how we can write these operators, and how we can use these operators to perform mathematical operations. So you can play around with these operators, and so that you can get they can become more familiar to you. Okay, so with all that being said, uh, I hope this video provided some value to you, and stay tuned for the next video where we will be talking about functions and modules. Okay, so after we are done with functions and modules, then we will be ready to create our first computer vision project. Okay, so congrats to you for learning about operators. So play around with operators, do some addition, do some multiplication, division, whatever you decide to do. Just play around with operators, get familiar with them, and see you in the next video.